Hey there, welcome. Between the Weights Live. I'm your host Ryan. In here in the gym, and it's our weekly installment of the chapter out of the Spartan Way. We're on chapter 6 this time. And chapter 6 is all about embracing hardship, i.e., courage, right? Our lives aren't very hard anymore, right? We don't have to walk very far for water or go to the bathroom. We don't have to work very hard for our food. Shoot, we can jump on our phone and have a McFlurry delivered to us. So you don't even need to walk from your house to your car to get an ice cream treat. It can show up. You just have to walk to the front door, right? And pretty soon they might bring it right to your lap. You don't even have to leave your couch. So our lives just aren't very hard. They're just not. And that's great for some circumstances, right? In some instances, that's awesome. I love flushing toilets. Don't get me wrong, right? I like having a car so I can drive across town in just a few minutes, right? And air conditioning is fantastic. But for most of us, the true north that we're picking, right? The ultimate goal that we have for our lives is something that is magnificent. I hope. Hopefully, the goal that you pick for yourself, the true north that you have specifically, is something awesome, is something just amazing, right? Something that is going to take lots and lots of hard work for you to achieve and be successful at, okay? Lots and lots of hard work equals having to push through things that suck and keep doing them, right? It means if the goal is to lose 100 pounds, it means passing the donut, right? It means not eating the donut. And that can be hard, especially when you're tired, you haven't eaten anything, and there's a box of them sitting in the break room, right? It can be tough. Or you're out with friends and you're trying to not drink anymore and everyone's drinking and everyone's just saying, oh, come on, dude, quit being a loser, quit being a butthead, like, just drink with us, right? Now, let's say it's, I don't know, start a business or donuts are delicious. I love them. Whatever your true north is, right? There is going to be a time when you're going to have to suck up and do something hard. When you're going to have to continue doing the things that you've committed to in order to be successful, right? And it's going to suck. And it's not going to be fun. And it's the price that you have to pay to accomplish the thing that you're looking for, right? To get the thing that you want. Boot camp, right? You may be familiar with the idea that boot camp is really hard, right? Specifically, boot camp for the Marines is just real intense, right? If you've ever watched, oh man, what's that movie? Dang it, what is it? Oh well, I can't remember. It's gonna bother me though. It's gonna bother me that I can't think of the movie about boot camp in the Marine Corps. But it sucks, right? You're getting yelled at all the time. You're running all the time. You're doing push-ups all the time. Not major pain. Not major pain. Thank you for trying to help, though. Dang it. Can't. It's gonna bother me. Well, there's a reason that boot camp is so hard, right? There's a reason that they make boot camp so difficult. The reason is because combat sucks. Combat is hard, right? The things that these young Marines are going to be asked to do is going to be really, really difficult, right? And as best as they can, the drill instructors use boot camp to try to prepare these young men for the things that they are going to have to endure, right? And they try as hard as they can, right? But boot camp just it's just not the same, right? And nothing can be the same except actually doing the thing, right? But boot camp is as good as they have gotten to solving that situation, right? To preparing young boys and girls, for the things that they're going to have to go through when the time comes, right? So there are ways we can sort of manufacture adversity in our lives, right? To help us get through things, right? Which is why Spartan races are so popular, right? Because they're hard, and then when people do them, they feel like, oh, I did something hard, even though, whatever, we don't need to get into it. But Spartan races are super popular because you're doing something really hard, right? And you get this feeling of accomplishment when you're finished with that guy, right? And there are other ways we can manufacture adversity, right? We do it in the gym every single day. I try to do it in the gym every single day, right? Not every single day. I guess every once in a while, there's a workout that's specifically designed just to hurt really bad, right? And last a really long time so that you can build up this tolerance to the stress, right? They call it stress inoculation, making it so stress isn't as potent as normal, right? And so there are things you can do. For sure, get out of your comfort zone is definitely one. Marco, thank you. To push yourself in places where you don't usually go, right? And the workouts do that a lot. And they're really good at doing that because if it's not getting you uncomfortable, it's not making you better, it's not improving anything, right? But the same thing is going to happen whatever your goal is. If your goal is to change the world, right, in whatever way that you're deciding, right, there are going to be some obstacles you're going to come across, and you got to push through them, right? And the stronger your true north is, the stronger that thing up there that you've said that you want, the more you actually want it, the easier it is to push through things, right? We talked about grit, and grit is sort of the ability for people to continue to push through things. That's kind of how we measure how well a person is at doing things that are uncomfortable, right? And we've talked about setting commitments that will help you stay enthusiastic and passionate about chasing down your true north, right? But definitely doing things that are difficult getting out of your comfort zone, pushing yourself will help in the long run, right? And we can do these in simple ways, like really hard workouts in the gym that will prepare you for the harder things that are going to come up in life, right? And so that's what chapter 6 is all about, right? Understanding that we're going to come across some adversity, and we can sort of manufacture adversity in our lives in a safe place so that we can be prepared when life decides to dish out a little bit of some adversity that we weren't necessarily prepared or looking forward to. So that is chapter 6. If chapter 6 happens to be the first time you're jumping in on these, you can find all of the other chapters on the YouTube channel, which is at CrossFit APS, or you can scroll through Facebook or go to the video section, I imagine, because we've been doing them at least every week for the last 6 weeks, talking about the Spartan way and ways to really chase down the goals that you're looking for, right? And how to be better prepared for the bumps that are absolutely going to come, and to get you to your ultimate goals, your true north. Out.